Good morning, Chagrin Falls. Good morning. And good morning, friends from surrounding communities. But to the residents of the Village of Chagrin Falls, we from Cuyahoga County, the support team, your staff, we're happy to be here this morning. How are you today? All right? Very good, very good. All right, there's some of you had your coffee. Well, I'm Chris Ronayne. I'm the Cuyahoga County executive. It's an honor to work for you, to serve you with our team in Cuyahoga County, and it certainly is our honor to work with the Village of Chagrin Falls. This is a special day, as you all know, and thank you for the turnout. Mayor and I just said, given colder, chillier temps, it's nice to have this warm crowd here with us today. So I want to kick it off, and I'm going to eventually hand the podium to my colleagues here, Councilman Robert Schleper, Mayor William Bill Tomko, Chagrin Falls Council President Angie DeBernardo, and our Cuyahoga County Public Works Planning Administrator, Nichole English, as well as Great Lakes Construction Director of Transportation, Chris Stutz. That's the team that's here today, but we also want to extend that team to you and say thank you to all of you, kind of for putting up with us all these years, but also for your collaboration. I've heard great remarks from residents today. Rob Falls told me that our county team was pretty respectful the way we approached this in the community. And I want to say, I looked at some of the work with the mayor, and I appreciate how conversant you were with your citizens throughout the course of a bridge rebuild. Because when you are on Main Street, and particularly North Main Street here in Chagrin Falls, we understand we're at Main and Main in the center of activity, and you're working around us all these years. Thank you for putting up with us. But I think this is a special day as we look forward to the next century ahead with this iconic bridge. So it's great to be celebrating with you on this reconstruction of this iconic landmark, a piece of history here in Chagrin Falls that you all know and love. The North Main Bridge here in the heart of the Village of Chagrin Falls represents really a commitment to preserving links to our past and preserving and enhancing our future with infrastructure that matters in your community. Because of the historic nature of this bridge, we've worked carefully to preserve it for its integrity and also strengthen it for the far-reaching future. I want to say to our kids who are here today, many of you, hi kids, give a wave. Thank you for being here today. This is your bridge too and your future, and you're gonna see it for a lot longer than some of us. To our four-leggeds who are out today, you too, you crossed this bridge. Puppy dogs, thanks for being here with us today. So anyways, it's a family affair here today in Chagrin Falls, and we appreciate the familial way that you guys approach this project. The historic landmark was carefully reconstructed with new materials to match its original design. And we know, speaking with a couple of you about historic preservation here in town, look, your town is the charm of Cuyahoga County. It's what makes a place special, the fact that you've stewarded your own history and kept it well preserved. And so the materials matching the original design do matter. Looking up on the bridge, originally it was built in 1858 by William Boss Hutchings. The pre-Civil War, guys, this was built before the Civil War. This double-arch structure, along with the falls itself, really is your most iconic feature in this town. With that, it's my honor to bring up your Cuyahoga County Councilman. I'll be back, but I want to say to Robert Schleper, it's a pleasure to work with you at Cuyahoga County, and now the floor is yours, Robert.
Good morning, Chagrin Falls. My name is Robert Schleper, and it is my pleasure to serve as your Cuyahoga County Councilman for District 6. Doesn't the bridge look amazing? Yes. Yes! I'd like to thank County Executive Ronayne, Mayor Tomko, Village Council President DeBernardo, and Village Council, as well as my predecessor, Councilman Schleper, for their tireless leadership at all stages of this project. I'd also like to thank the Great Lakes Construction Company, as well as the Cuyahoga County Department of Public Works, for their exceptional partnership throughout the entirety of this operation. You've done a wonderful job, and we couldn't be more proud of the results. The goal of this project was to maintain the historic character of the bridge while making it safe and sustainable for future generations to enjoy. It truly is the best of both worlds. This is more than a bridge. It's the center of our village. I drive over it every single morning when I take my daughter to school. I know that every person in this community has countless memories and stories about it. We live our daily lives on this bridge. These are the moments where we see the impact that solid local and regional government can have on a community. When we see how talented and committed people with a shared goal can create something that positively impacts thousands of people every single day. So with that, I congratulate the Village of Chagrin Falls on this incredible milestone. It went off without a hitch. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Robert. This today represents a culmination of over 12 years of planning, and I cannot say enough about how the various parties, the county, the Great Lakes Construction Company, the Village Service Department, Council, the merchants, all worked together. An important part of this success was communications, which was led by Falls Communication and Rob Falls. We communicated, everybody worked together, and the end result is this wonderful bridge today. It just shows what teamwork can accomplish.
Good morning, everybody. When trying to figure out what I wanted to say, I just want to come up here and yell, "We did it!" And and it's truly, I know it's obviously a we. At this point, this was accomplished by such a large group of people. You've heard a list of names. A couple that I want to point out specifically are, one major person is Rob Jameson, our Chief Administrative Officer, who's not able to be here today, but this, for the last 18 months, has been at the forefront of his mind and knowing that he has to keep this community rolling. I'd also like to thank the Chagrin Falls Merchant Association that knocked themselves out, keeping the town and all of these businesses open, and very proud to say not one business closed during this 18 months due to this construction project. And 18 months ago, that was a big concern. And I'd also like to thank the Chagrin Valley Chamber of Commerce for all they've done and the events that they've held to try to keep people coming to town. And with that, I'd like to say, hey, the momentum keeps going, because today we have the Princess Brunch this morning. We've got the JCs hanging up the trees for the holidays. And this afternoon, the Chamber's holding the Sip and Shop. So we are officially open for the holidays. Thank you. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm proud to stand here today on behalf of Public Works and celebrate the completion of the North Main Street Bridge reconstruction. This project was more than a decade in the making. We began planning back in 2012, and we knew this wasn't going to be easy. The 168-year-old structure was not just infrastructure, it was a cherished local landmark and a vital connection to your town. Restoring it required patience, innovation, and lots of teamwork. As you've heard, every phase brought challenges, from funding and planning to engineering and construction. But today we can clearly see it was all worth it. This truly was a project that took a village, literally, to complete. Over the years, we've had dedicated team members. Many of them retired before they could see this project through because it's been so long. We want to thank some of them, including Jamal Husani and Brendan Finn, who were really instrumental in getting the project off the ground and started in securing the vision for funding, engaging with stakeholders, and getting the project going. We were fortunate to partner with an outstanding design team from HDR, led by Joanne Shaner and Jacob Broughton, who's here today. Their ingenuity and perseverance, constantly re-engineering and refining plans to meet every need, were key to our success. Our in-house review team, led by Byron Saw and Lynn Lee, who is here today, provided the oversight and creative thinking needed to ensure the design met our standards while serving residents, businesses, and the traveling public. When it came time to build, we were equally fortunate. As anyone who works on government projects knows, getting the right contractor isn't always guaranteed, but we got Great Lakes on this one. They delivered. Their innovation and craftsmanship brought our design to life. Thank you to Adam Dewar, Ray Knapp, Andy Webner, Connor Blum, and Kevin Kensick, your entire crew, for all your hard work on getting this project done. And finally, I want to recognize our Public Works construction team, Ryan Maver, Brian Vai, Serkan Serkman, and recent retiree Jerry Schmidt, for managing the day-to-day work, coordinating with residents and businesses, and keeping safety and accountability at the forefront. Today's celebration isn't just about completing a project, it's about honoring a community that came together to preserve a piece of its history and build for the future. This bridge now stands as a lasting symbol of pride, strength, and collaboration that we leave you with. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Great Lakes Construction Company, I would like to thank Cuyahoga County, the Village of Chagrin Falls for the opportunity to build this project. From day one, the leadership of this community and the project were focused on the end product and minimizing disruption in the downtown area. The nature of our business brings disruption and negativity, and we would like to thank the county, the village, and this community for their positive approach to this project. Lastly, on behalf of the crew that built this project, we would like to thank the various individuals and merchants who took the time to bake cookies, provide lunch, and simply smile and say good morning. The kindness of this community throughout the project is very appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you to all those who spoke, and again, most thanks to our residents. In a minute, we're going to call you out into the street for just one last disruption, and that will be the ribbon cutting itself, and we want all residents to join us. But we also want to once again thank the Village of Chagrin Falls, the mayor, the council, all of you citizens. This is kind of an overnight success story, 13 years in the making, right? It started in 2012, but we're here today after a decade plus of a bridge that was carefully planned, carefully designed, had an eye on adaptive reuse and partnership. And that's something the mayor and I spoke about. This would not have happened without true partnership with the village, with the county, with the residents, with the merchants, and all of you and all of our contractors and partners. Great Lakes notably, thank you. You know, we have hundreds of bridges in Cuyahoga County, but few are as iconic as this bridge on North Main, and few are as historic as this bridge on North Main. And those bridges, those few of those hundreds, really define and become real signature features in the community. Again, the bridge and the falls itself, probably your most iconic features in this community, and some of these very special historic buildings. I mean, this is what makes Chagrin Falls such a special place. So the county was honored to work with you to preserve your history and advance your future, and really keep a special bridge like this, one of the most special we have in Cuyahoga County, the special bridge that it is. So we also want to thank the Ohio Department of Transportation, the State Historic Preservation Office, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for working with us and recognizing that this place matters and it need be preserved. 70 years after it was built in 1858, this bridge was renovated, and now 100 years after that, this bridge has been reinforced and renovated for a vibrant century ahead. Now the North Main Bridge is ready for its next 100 years. And we want to say to the Village of Chagrin Falls, congratulations. Here's to your next century ahead with this beautiful bridge that unites your community. Together we are Cuyahoga. Let's go cut the ribbon. Thanks, everybody. Mayor, are we permission to go into the street now? All right.